Time for the ESPN FC transfer rater with the former Liverpool player Stevie Nicol. And Stevie, Spurs need a new manager with Jose Mourinho gone. And one of the people linked with him is Erik ten Hag, who's just won the title in the Netherlands with Ajax. Is that a good fit?
Well, it seems to be the right fit, considering that there's no question Spurs are going to be looking for a manager who plays a little more expansive, shall we say, than Jose Mourinho. I think that's probably going to be as important a remit for any manager coming in overall. So, yes.
But no experience of English football as a manager. Brendan Rodgers does. Is he the right favourite for the job right now, Brendan Rodgers?
Listen, I think Brendan Rodgers would fit there, but I don't think Ten Hag would be a bad move. Listen, this is a guy who's been to the semi-final of the Champions League. Brendan Rodgers hasn't done that. Mm-hmm. So, you know, there are pros and cons for both. Ten Hag, I think, would be a good move. I also think Rodgers would be a good move as well.
Let's talk players now. Raphael Varane to leave Real Madrid. That came as a bit of a surprise.
I have no idea what Real Madrid are thinking about. Listen, Varane he's 28, pretty much in his prime. Hasn't had the best of seasons, that's the truth. But listen, him having a tough season, he's still way better than 90% of the other centre-backs in world football. So I don't understand this Real Madrid not taking care of him. Certainly for Varane at 28, if they're going to let him go, he'll have the pick of whoever, because any team in the world would want Raphael Varane at centre-back. So I don't understand it from Real Madrid's point of view at all. Crazy to me.
From Spain, let's move to London. Jesse Lingard's had quite the spell with West Ham since joining on loan from Man United. Obviously, they'll want to make it permanent. Will he stay there, or if you're Man United, would you take him back, given the form that he's been in, which is likely to lead to a place at the Euros for England in the summer?
Listen, if Jesse Lingard was going to be playing at Manchester United, then the answer to that would be yes. But the fact is, regardless of how well he's doing at West Ham, if he went back to United, is he playing in front of Bruno Fernandes? Because that's pretty much what it is, in my opinion. So I don't think it makes any sense for either party. Manchester United, because of how good Lingard's been for West Ham, can actually capitalise with a transfer fee. Certainly more than they would have gotten, 6 months ago. And I think Jesse Lingard has to realise that sometimes you need to know where your bread's buttered. And his bread's buttered at West Ham. So, yeah, I think this would be the right move for him and for everybody.
There's a little bit of a similarity, not with the players, but with the situation. Javi Hernandez, who played for a lot of really good clubs, but it wasn't until he found a club, maybe wasn't one of the top clubs, that he found that was the right place for him. Another player who's been linked with a move to the Premier League is Kylian Mbappe, one of the best in the world. If he does end up in the Premier League, how many of them can afford him?
Exactly. Right now, who can afford them? Listen, it's a no-brainer for anybody. If he's available and you have the money, then you'd be crazy not to try and get him. I think unfortunately for the majority of teams around the world, I think he's set his sights pretty much early on Real Madrid. Even before he went to PSG, he was talking about how he wanted to play at Real Madrid. Do they have the money? Well, according to all reports, no. Could they somehow manage to find it? Well, every time they've needed to, they've done it before. So I don't see why they wouldn't be able to do it this time round. So I don't see Mbappe coming to the Premier League. If he's available, yes, you try and get him, but I think he's already got a ticket to Spain.
Let's end with Cristiano Ronaldo. It took a lot of people by surprise when he moved to Juventus. Another season, he was brought in to win the Champions League, another season with no Champions League for Juventus, and not even a Scudetto this year because they're not going to win the title. Does he hang around? Because the likes of PSG and Man United and someone you've just mentioned, Real Madrid, have all been linked with Cristiano.
does he hang around where? At Juventus? Not
For one more year?
I don't see why he would if he has the opportunity to leave, and that would be the problem, I think. Is he going to be able to leave? A, are Juventus going to let him go? And B, is anybody else prepared to pay the sort of money that he's getting? So I don't think it comes down to what he's doing on the field, because he still scores goals for fun. It comes down to money, and whether he wants to go and Juventus want to let him go.
But at his age, still playing some fantastic football, whoever signs him knows you're unlikely to get much of a sell-on value with him. This is probably going to be his final move, his next one, if he does move from Juventus. Is he worth all the money that you would need to spend, knowing you're not going to recoup it in transfer fees going forward?
Well, I think if you're smart, you're probably going to recoup a lot of money commercially. The obvious one being shirt sales. The other thing is, on the field of play, you know he's going to score goals. The problem I would have is, where did he go? Because, you know, he's going to go somewhere and he wants to play every time he step on the field. You know, the teams like Manchester United, for example, would be great to have somebody like him in the sort of Cavani role. But the problem is, Cavani is perfect for them because he doesn't expect to start every game. You know, Ronaldo going to Man United, for example, I think would completely upset the chemistry of that team. You know, they're second in the Premier League. They're going to finish second. They're way ahead of every other team in the Premier League other than City right now. And it's all about chemistry for them. I don't think they have the best players. But as a team and as a unit, they get it done. Would somebody like Cristiano come in and upset all that? So I think a team like Manchester United wouldn't be looking to get somebody like him. The team that really comes to mind that would suit him is if Mbappe leaves to go to Real Madrid, then you go and you can get a Cristiano Ronaldo, because you'll have the finances that come from the sale of Mbappe. After those two, I'm not sure where he goes.
Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPN FC 7 days a week. Subscribe to ESPN Plus.